Hello, everyone. Discomfort is a nice sign, for it seems someone who has always stood up thinks he's sitting down. You are a free being. Now be free, as you have always been. I would like to communicate what perhaps the concept of discomfort means and how it could be a good sign, because that could come across as a bit confusing. How we begin we begin to see that discomfort comes into the human's experience when he has established a sense of comfort. What does that mean? That means you've been raised in a certain way, you're fine, and your normal is a certain acceptance for you, but now certain things are happening that are beyond this acceptance. So you either have an ability to pull yourself towards what you have accepted, or to go and explore the novelty of your own direct experience. What that means is, it is not per se a Morpheus moment where two routes are being suggested and you took the one less traveled by. You will wake yourself up because you will see that you're tired of dreaming. You will see that there's no longer the certain dream you're searching, whether it's the American dream or the dream of any other country. You are seeking the dream of humanity. What that means is you are here to be inspired by the vision and greatness of the direction and the path your species is walking. What that means is our attention is here not to just be on YouTube videos, and cat videos, but, to be on the absolute origin of what experience means to us. When an uncomfortable scenario comes into your life, be very grateful and cherish the experience selflessly. What that means is you're just happy for the fluctuation of your reality. What that means is when I sat down to meditate, I began seeing how much we're not grateful for all the dimensions we can move our head, all the dimensions we can see, all the senses we have. And it seems that it's still a mystery where sensory perception is. And within every human being, it is life that is the seeker. For it is your acceptance of a body which is providing the platform for the observance of the body. And as you observe the body, the clarity is a simple breath. What that means is when you asked, where was God? Where was the higher self or the collective intelligence? Mr.Within would present you with a silence and stillness that will be the mirror of life, showing you that your reflections are originating from how you are keeping you. It is not about finding some time throughout the day to do some kind of, graceful Eastern mystical exercise, it's about realizing that the Eastern mystical exercise was to recognize your true nature. Ramana Maharshi has a very nice quote, and he says, meditation is your true nature. And that means that even some meditators get it confused. Even some of the best people who've been doing yoga for years, it seems that they are trying to still catch it with hands. Within the seed of the selfless, within the seed of the self, of selves, a selfless sprouting began. Do you see? So pretty much the best answer to any question is a mirror from the originator, is a mirror that reflects it to the originator of the questionnaire, because it is to teach that person, but it's life still doing its thing. And trust me, there's an intuitive collective intelligence present, and it has always been guiding you. Trust me, kids, you can see it. If you're existentially sensitive, there's this glow around many children and around many beings, but it's the being who is in direct experience that seems to be aware that the candle is not here to grieve about the melting of the wax, but to see that its illumination, its presence, its consciousness is not the Tower of Babylon trying to reach the heavens, but it was the earth that was always heavenly. What that means is divinity begins, your path to your pure lands, to the heart of hearts begins when you go in life and your solitude takes you there. Something in life will guide you into an observance of life. And you will see there are teachings in your being that require a focus, a mindfulness, and an honesty and sincerity to look at. Become aware of your world. We're not here to just constantly respond to language and remarks and to have words create worlds before we have a chance to look at our world. Namaskar. For in the devotion of a single drop, the ocean never forgot. What that means is there is no birthright. Just become aware of your existential intelligence and experience, and it's right now here before any idea can touch you. For clarity is the intelligence of a being that has understood what it means to be alive. Don't think about death. Remember your life. For it is the simplicity that unlocks the complexity. It is the simplicity of order that unlocks the complexity of chaos. And in our mindfulness, we can see that every question, every argument people have had on truth is just like throwing rocks in a pond. But once we look at the pond, the water settles. And it's as if our questions never existed, for the evolution of the spark in man's eyes had not just made an infinite ladder, but had learned to move through non-existence as the consciousness that even gives life to the intelligence that deconstructs. every moment is where heaven and earth collide. In the silence and stillness of being, discomfort is a nice sign. It means you are breaking out of not a shell, but a shell shock which never suggested you did not know what you had to do. Blessings to the man who became his truth. Much blessings and namaste.